Okay, so let's start XML Publisher. So XML Publisher is a reporting tool. It is like by using this, we can display the output in the form of PDF, RTF, in Excel, as well as comma subtracted. Okay, RDF is report. This you are talking about this RTF. It's a rich text format. It is rich text format. So to see the output into various output formats, we can use a XML Publisher. It is a popular reporting tool. We have so many options to discuss in this. Like first, what we will do, we'll see one report development. Quickly, I'll close today how to create a report, how to develop and how to register it. One is develop and register report. So to develop, like we have multiple options here. To develop any report, there are like data model is required, another one is layout model is required. So two options we have. One is data model. As a data model, through PLSQL also we can do. You can build your report. Another one is RDF report tool, and one more is data template. So by using all this, we can build data model. For layout model, we have many options. Like right now, I'm using RTF. Whatever I mentioned here, we have PDF template, RTF template, Excel template, e-text template, various options we have. One is e-text. These are all again different topics. E-text, PDF, and Excel. This many templates we have. Right now, in this example, I am taking here. One is data template, another one is RTF. Rest also we'll see. Okay. So first, data template. Data template comes under data model. Now, there are various sections available here in the data template. I'll show the file. You don't need to build from scratch. You can take one existing file, .xml file, and then you can keep all your query inside of it. Okay. So first, use this as a sample. So many people are stuck in here. You may miss angular bracket, or you may miss exclamation symbol, or whatever is there, double quotes. You will get syntactical issues. Keep this file as a base file to keep your query. So there is other way also. If you don't have that file also, we have option here, that is go to home, data definitions. We can take an existing data definitions simply like this. You can take any one of the file, let's say this one, this XML file, right? You take this XML file, save somewhere, then open folder or open. Open it to save it a specific folder. Then open like this. So this is like it's a very big file. You don't need to worry about this. But like this also we can take the sample file it is. Okay. If you minimize this, it's a root element actually. If you minimize it, it has to minimize everything like this. That's called as a root element. If we go down, there are various sections here. See, okay, it is giving data. It's wrong. I'll take another file. It's giving output, sample output. It's wrong file. I'll take one module. Okay. This matched and modified receipt report. Download this. So this is a file I'm downloading. Open folder. Open with the notepad. So to see proper alignments it is. So there are various sections here. One is data template section. Under this data template, properties, parameters, and then data query, and then data structure. So if you minimize it, you can easily come to know you have to follow all this in the sequence it is. So either if you have this file with you, you can use this. If not, then this is another method to download the file. Simply where you have to go to XML Publisher Administrator. Another one is data definitions. The next is here application name as any module, and then you can download the existing template, existing data template it is. There is a difference, data definition, and this one is a data template it is. Right now I'm taking this file. Okay, I'll explain here how many sections we have. Like earlier, these are all the sections. First section is data template name, the name of your file it is, and what is the purpose of this report, and how many versions it is, how many times it is modified. Right now it is first version. So this is the first section. And parameter section. So we have one parameter name, that's a vendor name it is, and data type is varchar. If you want to mention any parameter, there is a bind parameter here. This is a bind parameter. So same bind parameter we kept over here. Okay. P vendor name is a bind parameter. That bind parameter we can mention at this. You may pass 10, 20 parameters also sometimes. Right now only one I am taking is the first report, right? Now under the data query, this is one statement. You may have multiple statements as well here. So to start and to end, the additional thing is here is for ending, you can use a slash. Okay. And under a data query, under the select statement, you can keep a select statement here till here it is in between the square brackets. This is a query. This query it may go more than 500 lines also. It's based on the requirement. Sometimes we may use multiple select statement by using union all and all. Right now it is a small query. You can easily understand this. This query we have to keep into a section that is C data. C data means here is character data. Okay. Under character data section, we have to include a query. And this query we need to keep into SQL statement. And this is the name of the query also, Q supplier. Then data structure means how you want it to represent the output. So how many fields you would like to represent. These fields you can take it from. There is a select statement, right? Operating unit name, vendor name, site, term, whatever you are seeing in the select class. The select class, whatever you are seeing the columns, that columns you have to keep in this representation. Okay. So again, I'll repeat once again. First parameter data template section, parameters, data query, and then data structure. There are two more sections required here, property section, trigger section that we'll see in the another examples. If you want to do this also, it's very easy to build report. Simply you can mention like this here, angular bracket, and then data template. Okay, then name. You have to give a name here itself. Name of the data template, supplier data, then followed by there is a description. You can type like this, but this is all time consumption activity. You can write description is equal to supplier report followed by version. Right now version is 1.0. Then to enter template, what you have to do, give same thing, but there is a slash required. That's a data template. So under data template, in between this data template, we have section here that's called as a parameters, right? This is just for starting, this is for ending. In between these two parameters, like parameter name, okay? So name of the parameter, name is equal to, there is a parameter that is P vendor name. I'm just typing roughly, okay, to make you understand. And it's data type, right? Data type that is equal to varchar2. Double quotes we can use. Like this. Below the parameters, we have to keep one section. What is that section name? Data query. Under a data query, there is one more section. What is that? That's a SQL statement. Under the select statement, there is one more section that's called as a C data. C data means character data. We have to take this square brackets. Inside of C data, we have to keep here select from, where, order by, group by, whatever. So this is a statement here. Like select, if we say select invoice number, invoice date, the same fields we have to keep into one section here. So what is that section name? That's a structure. Structure, correct? So on structure starting here as well as starting and ending, we have to keep here. Otherwise, it will give syntax issues. We need to take here element name. Element name is what it is, this column name. Correct? And here also, and value also same. This is for one column. This is for one column. And then we may need to take whatever the columns appear in the select statement. So this typing better avoid, just to make you understand I have typed it. Okay. You take one existing file, it will save your time here. I don't think so more explanation needed in this because everything is done. Here this queue jobs, you can keep your group name, whatever the group name is there here, query, queue supplier, right here. So this queue supplier we have to keep it this. Okay, source is there already. You can keep queue supplier if you want. Stuff G jobs, by mistake it is not changed. Okay. So are you okay with the first step? I'm looking for font size of this. Okay, let's type it. First step here is create data template. Is it visible properly? Last row? Okay. Okay, create data template is the first thing. Then second step is what it is. Update data template in data definition. Slight difference is there, data template and then data definition. Okay. Now data definition we can access through XML Publisher report it is. Step by step we'll go. First step itself, we have to create a data definition. Create data definition. Usually we'll keep the name of the file here. So whatever the file is there here, same thing only I'm keeping. I have to just giving the ITM. It's a client name ITM I'm taking. Upload that file. Sorry, take the name of the file here. Code name, application is variables, apply. Once you apply it, it will allow you to say to upload a data template it is. So that's what our point here is. Our point is what it is: update data template in data definition. So that this is the step we are doing. Browse this file, .xml file, and then apply. Your file will be always available here. If you want to modify, you can click on update file, and you can revise a number of times. In the industry, like the requirements keep changing actually. Okay. Bursting also is our syllabus only. We'll discuss later. So are you okay with these two steps? Next. Concurrent program registration, morning only we talked about, correct? If you go through this, I don't know whether you have this file in the drive. Do you have this file? Okay, first step here is creating executable in the system administrator. Okay, but right now in this case, it's not needed. You can go to directly program. Program. I am not creating executable because I would like to take existing executable. That is concurrent program. I am going to create here. Concurrent program, then define. So here is the place you attach this HDO DTEXE. It is similar for every other report. Okay. XML Publisher application is required here. Someone has created this, we will delete it. So, strongly created the first one. Now program name, short name, variables. Format type is here XML. And parameters, we already have parameter. Okay, the parameter is what it is. This one. It's a bind parameter. It will allow single value only. Bind parameter is P vendor name. You have to keep in this token field. It's not a case sensitive, but you have to keep in this token. And sequence is first, supplier name or vendor name, whatever it is. So suppliers, we have to create value set. If value set is not there, we can take it from the list here. Earlier I took that's why I remember. If you don't remember, simply you press percentile and again give percentile. Search with the vendor or supplier, whatever. There are so many things here. Vendor name, all active and inactive vendor list. Let's take this. If not, then we may need to change this value set. Okay. It's a required parameter. It's not even optional. Save. Oh, as a third step, what we did, we created a create concurrent program. A concurrent program name also I have given here, same name. Yes, executable we no need to mention in this. So executable is what it is. I'll create concurrent program by taking executable, that is XDO DT EXE. Okay. Why it is required here is XDO is the short name of XML Publisher, and then DT is data template, EXE is executable. It's a XML engine actually, XML engine shortcut. Okay. Now attached to request group. Request group name we know already. If you don't know, very first time, you have to go to responsibility screen and then query with this the responsibility, and you can find out here all reports. Okay, these are all reports it is. Now we are still at fourth step. F11. You try to give both group name as well as application name. If you don't give application name, simply it is showing assets. Then again you have to press down arrow. There are many modules, quality module, cash management, manufacturing, like that. So better query with the both. Sorry, the program name you have to give, that is, there are so many noise, right? Save. We have already attached now. Now the report will be available from responsibility. So submit from responsibility. We are at fifth step now. Switch to your responsibility. Then go to view requests, submit any request, single request. Submit this. We have to take from this list. Your class brothers. Approach. Let's say United parcel service. Submit. Another request, no. Fine. So this is the way we can submit a program from responsibility. And once we get a file here, we have to save as .xml file it is. See, there is a problem here. It has taken vendor ID. It could have taken vendor name. So it's wrong value set. So if you click on view output, you'll not be able to see. So practically you'll face problem here. Okay. So instead of vendor name, it has taken vendor ID. That's wrong. So instead of that, what we can do, we'll create a value set. That's better. Application developer, then application, validation and set. Value set is a separate topic, but still there is a need right now. So I'm just creating a value set. It's giving here validation type here is table. Edit information. Then table name is AT suppliers, right? Your column name, do you remember? For supplier name, what is the column name? Save. And this belongs to which module? Variables. Okay. So take this value set and go to your program. You have to attach this value set. So we have other value sets, like we can discuss some in the next classes. All are important only. Go to now your program, system administrator. Yes. Yes. You understand, right? This, if you want to use this value set in your practice, also you can use this. It's a reusability value set. For every time we need to create this value set. Okay. Now go and submit again. Alt V R N O. Quickly we can submit that. So this way you can see output like this sample output. Okay, runtime it will render. Save this file, save as and then .xml. We can mention the name here, like let's say ITM invoice output. Put like this so that you can easily identify because both will have .xml file extension. Whatever file you saved here, here is the place. Just check this output. Okay, just to open only, to check only I have opened. Okay. Now what else after submitting what we did? Save as .xml file. So till here actually this all comes under data model. Okay, it's a data model it is. Are you okay with the steps till now? Any confusion? Now next is layout model it is. Layout model. Layout model I told you in our example we have to use RTF, correct? So for RTF you can take one empty Word document like this, then open. So go to add-ins here, add-ins. Add-ins will come by using BA Publisher desktop edition. Then go to data, load XML data, your file name. This output file we have to load, right? Earlier this is an input file it is. Both are extension is same only. So to avoid confusion, I have advised you to save this as an output file. Save this file and insert all fields if you are taking all fields. Otherwise, it is not advisable method to select all fields. Instead of all fields, you can go with the wizard here. Or manual is also available. Manual means simply you can go to insert here and then after that table. Go to table. Like this, you can insert. Then, but you have to type all those. So like this. Vendor name. For vendor name, how the output tags are there here. Vendor name is tag is like this. Take this. This is manual again. If you want to insert any tag manually, you have to keep in between question marks and angular brackets. About payment terms, same story. Take this payment term. Angular brackets. Like this, you have to keep, but it's a time waste for you. Simply, what you can do, you can go to add-ons, insert, table/form, wizard. Then there are various forms, but mostly we'll prefer table. Next, there may be multiple groups here. Right now, single group. And next, finish. It's easy actually. In case of RDF report, if you are, we have another reporting tool somewhere here. Report builder. Here everything we have to take manually. It's a time consuming. That's why people are preferring nowadays XML Publisher. Still, we may need to modify this existing RDF reports. We have two reporting tools. If it is a layout, we have to take frame here and repeating frame inside of it. These are all manual things. Here also wizard is there. There is option here, wizard. Okay. So, compared to RDF, XML Publisher are advantages, but still we'll discuss report builder later after this, after completing XML. So are you okay with this layout design? So once it is ready, then we have to save this file. Save as. Instead of Word document, there is an RTF. So here you also do search rich text format. These are all time consumption. Instead of that, if you try to preview, it will allow you to save automatically. So this function requires the document to be in rich text format. It is. So save this file. It's automatically it will take. Go to your file. You will see output here itself. As a developer, you are doing this in the local machine, but we have to make it this output available in the server. So this is just a one-time job for you, but usually we need to make it available in the server so that users can submit a number of times. This RTF, whatever it is there, we can upload into template here. Earlier with data definition completed, now it is template. So take the name of data definition, go to templates here. You will have to create template. Whatever you are seeing here, this is to search the existing templates. If you want to create a new one, you can go with the create template. Take existing data definition. Usually we'll give same to avoid confusion. Go to browse. Is this correct? Name. Otherwise, you may face different output. This is designed in English language. All the recognized languages you will see, more than 180 languages. Apply. Your template is also completed. And the layout model is what it is, simply create RTF and upload RTF into template in XML Publisher Administrator. So your steps are completed now here. So you may get confused with this sequence, so you can go here. First step like that, second, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 step it is. Step. That is to same we are going to do now here. Submit concurrent program responsibility. Okay. We are at 9th step and this is the final step it is in this steps. Go to submit new request single. Instead of copy button, first time we should not use copy. If you use copy, you will not be able to pick up a layout from XML. Okay. Do not use first time copy button. Type instead of that, type like this, you can type it. So now it is picked up a layout. View output. Control we have to keep button and then view output. Then only it will appear. So it has given output also. See, this is the output. United partial service. How about G plastics? To submit again and again, then copy button. Instead of united partial service, you can give some other, let's say G plastics. As a developer, we have done in local machine and tested by using preview output and all. But from application, n number of times you can submit. There is no limit. View output. So if you want to change the output style while submitting, I'll tell you where to do it. View output, and then here instead of RTF format, you can go with the PDF or Excel. We have different options are there here. View output. You can see the output like this. Okay. So can we revise all the steps again with a different name file? Just revision it is quickly we can do. Okay. The first step come here. So how will you create data template? Take existing file, one option, or whatever I am giving, you can follow that. How you can take existing file? Go to data definition and then give application name here is payables, receivable, whatever the module you like. Okay. But make sure it must have a file that is yes .xml file. Take this file and save, open. You can utilize all the features whatever you are seeing here. So how many sections, if you remember, can you tell me? First section is data template name version. Description they have not taken here. Then second is properties. I did not tell you why this property here is. If you want to print all the uppercase parameters, to include all the parameters, there is a true it is. Okay. This is one section. The next is parameters. SQL statement. There are multiple statements. If you look at, see here, overall 4 queries in this, but in our example only one query. Okay. Data query section is the one, and then data structure. Okay, take one existing file, or else whatever the file I am giving, you go through that. So this is the data template. Clear? Now update data template into data definitions. Go to now data definition. I am revising again along with the like registration. Create data definition. Just I am taking in 2. Is that okay at the end? Take this. To take different names. Sorry. Once you apply, what you have to do? There is an add file. Okay. Apply. Follow the notepad steps. Okay. Update data definition, template, data template in the data definition. Is that clear? Next step here is third step. Create concurrent program. Executable we are not creating, remember, because executable is existing one is there. Same only we have to take in this method. If it is a PLSQL, then that will be a different story. Or if it is RDF also, that will be another method. Concurrent program. Executable already there, defined. So first executable I mentioned here, that is clear. Second one, so you have to be careful what you are selecting in this. Format is here. It's very much mandatory. Otherwise, you will not see the XML tags. Short name. First do this, then you can go with the short name, program name. Sorry, name will change. Parameters. Parameter name. If you open a file, parameters in this mention it is. The same parameter, somewhere it is there in the bind parameter. Bind is colon. You will take single value. You can take it from here, of course. Keep it into token. And supplier name. Value set. Earlier I have created, right? Same we can use. Required. If you want to populate only one value for testing purposes, it's constant. If you know very well same parameter, then you can take. Otherwise, ignore this. Okay. Then what is next step? Create concurrent program is over. Fourth is attached request group. We know already request group name. Next, submit from responsibility. To which responsibility you submitted, you have to go with the same responsibility. Or sixth is save as .xml file. We have to file save as. So whenever you open this output, you have to make sure it is generated properly. See, if you click on this, it has to minimize. And starting tag and ending tag also you have to compare. And if you do this, you will see a done symbol here at the bottom. File, save as. Make sure you keep output at the end. Okay. Next, once you save this .xml file, next is create RTF. Take one existing document, file and then new blank document. Go to add-ins, data, load XML data. The next, this one, right? Output, insert, table/form, result. Next, select all this. Next, finish. Preview PDF. Save. Almost 3 minutes. Just 2 minutes. I'll close it off. Add-ins, data, load XML data. Preview PDF. We'll take another file, okay? Something went wrong. I'll remove all this. This is how you can get the output. Okay, and last step here is upload RTF. Yes, you can go to templates in XML Publisher, create template, and give a code here. This is the last step, and I'll close the session today. So with a different name, template filter. Closed. Now last step here is submit from press possible button. Submit, copy. So copy we should not use, as I said. So it is not picking layout, correct? This is the last step. Once you see output, we can close. I don't know how we complete a 1 hour view output. This is how you can see that. So please practice. I will share the file. So revision also complete. Go step by step. Just a 8-9 steps process it is. Okay. Any doubts before closing? Because you have a class at 3 o'clock, right? No, no class today. Today, no. So shall I continue? Overloaded. All simple steps only, right? Kanyakumari. నిద్ర వస్తుందా చిన్నగా నిలబడుతుంది అదేందో మరి నా దురదృష్టం